Our story picks up right where it left off, with Nock's auditor staring in absolute shock, his face drained of color, anger burning in his eyes as he watches his severed hand lying limp on the ground, blood pooling around it. What is this nonsense? He thinks, his mind reeling from disbelief, his gaze locked on Kang Guillaume, who stands unfazed, as if the brutal clash hadn't even fazed him. Just then, a system window materializes in the air, announcing in a robotic tone, "Subspace barrier has been turned off." Slowly, the shimmering barrier surrounding the arena begins to dissipate, leaving the spectators, students from the academy, utterly stunned, their mouths agape in shock. They can't believe what they just witnessed. Nox is now on his hands and knees, defeated, his once intimidating aura shattered. Meanwhile, Kang Guillaume remains calm, as if the fight had been nothing more than an inconvenience, carefully sheathing his sashimi knife with a steady hand. In the audience, Abel and Rachel exchange looks of disbelief, their eyes wide with awe. They, like everyone else, are struggling to comprehend how a first-year student could have triumphed over the seemingly unbeatable Nox auditor. Standing tall and firm, Kang Guillaume adopts a victorious stance, radiating a quiet but undeniable confidence. His mind, however, is elsewhere. I didn't expect everyone to react like this, he thinks, surveying the stunned faces around him. But now, there's no turning back. He lets out a quiet breath, glancing down at the sashimi knife that had won him the fight. The blade gleams faintly in the dim light of the arena. I did all of this with a knife meant for cutting fish. As satisfying as it is, using it to cut down a person feels both unpleasant and ridiculous. This isn't what it was made for. As strange as the sensation of victory feels, he finds some small solace in knowing that the fight happened within the confines of the subspace. At least the Mayo brothers and Nox were both in the subspace, he thinks, where the consequences are somewhat limited. The specs of the subspace really are impressive. Still, Nox, kneeling on the ground, remains in disbelief, his mind racing to process the loss. His thoughts echo with Chloe's warning. This guy is strong. He never truly believed her. How could a freshman be so powerful? But now, faced with defeat, Nox realizes that Kang Guillaume's strength was not just physical, it was the sheer, lethal determination in his eyes that set him apart. That's what allowed him to defeat me. An announcement booms across the arena, cutting through the tense silence. The winner is the freshman from the Tiger class. A large screen lights up, displaying Kang Guillaume's name, and the unbelievable record of the fight flashes below it. 26 seconds. The crowd erupts into murmurs of disbelief. Some cheer in excitement, while others whisper in shock. How could a first-year student, a special admission no less, defeat Nox auditor so easily? Kang Guillaume watches the crowd, a small smirk tugging at his lips. Damn, he thinks, the company should really teach people how to be less shameless with their publicity. He lets the thought roll off his shoulders. But whatever. What's done is done. This is the path I chose, and there's no turning back now. As he mentally steels himself, he resolves, I'll endure this with sheer will and grit, no matter what comes next. Meanwhile, in the stands, the students are abuzz with speculation. Some are still trying to wrap their minds around the fight. How did he do it? Nox is from the auditor family, someone exclaims. Are you talking about yesterday's fight? Another student adds. Kang Guillaume must be incredibly strong. There's no other explanation. But amidst the chatter, the true focus is on Abel. Sitting at her bench, her fingers curled into a fist beneath her chin, she watches Kang Guillaume intently. Her mind is spinning. So, his name is Kang Guillaume? She muses, feeling a strange weight settle in her chest. Everywhere I go, everyone is talking about him. It's impossible to escape it. What she had witnessed was shocking. She still couldn't believe it. Kang Guillaume had sliced off Nox's entire arm with just 2 kitchen knives. The thought sends shivers down her spine. I prided myself on my knowledge of swords, she thinks, bitterness rising in her throat. After all, I'm the granddaughter of a swordsmith. But to think someone could be that strong with mere kitchen blades, I was naive. Her thoughts are interrupted by a sudden realization. Wait a minute, could he be the top student? Frustration bubbles up within her, and with a sharp exhale, she slams her hands down on the desk in front of her, her face flushing with a mix of embarrassment and anger. It's so frustrating that he's stronger than me. At that moment, Rachel, who had been sitting nearby and watching her friend closely, arches a brow and asks with amusement, "What's going on, Abel Vaughn?" Abel Vaughn quickly composes herself, her face softening. "Oh, sorry, Rachel, it's nothing." But Rachel isn't fooled. She smirks, eyes gleaming with curiosity. "Are you sure nothing's bothering you?" she teases, nudging Abel Vaughn playfully. "It's been a while since I've worked out, so I'm feeling a bit sluggish," Abel Vaughn replies, attempting to brush off her own frustration. Rachel narrows her eyes suspiciously, leaning in closer. "What's going on with your face? You're acting weird. Are you hiding something from me?" She laughs, her voice laced with playful mischief. In a more secretive tone, Abel Vaughn responds, "What do you mean? Why would I hide anything from you?" Rachel, ever relentless, presses on. "Come on, spill it. I know something's on your mind." Abel Vaughn forces a laugh, but it comes out weak. She tries to laugh it off again, but Rachel isn't buying it. "You must be hungry," she suggests with a sly grin. "Let's get something to eat. What do you feel like having?" With a tired sigh, Abel Vaughn responds, "No, I'm not hungry." But Rachel isn't done yet. "Have you not left your weapon behind?" she continues, her teasing smile widening. "No, not at all," Abel Vaughn insists, her patience wearing thin. Rachel, still persistent, jokes, "So do you need to go to the washroom or something?" Finally, Abel Vaughn snaps, "Stop messing with me! I said there's nothing!" But Rachel, grinning like a cat who's caught the mouse, leans in even closer. "I've got it figured out. You're hiding something. I can feel it." Flustered, Abel Vaughn feels her resolve crumbling, unsure of how to respond. Rachel leans in with a mischievous look. "I thought Abel Vaughn wasn't the type of girl to fall in love. Guess I was wrong. Tell me, who's the lucky guy?" Abel Vaughn, her cheeks turning red, stammers, "What? No, it's nothing like that." Rachel laughs wickedly. "Come on, tell me. I'm dying to know. Who's the one that has captured Abel Vaughn's heart?" As Abel Vaughn remains quiet, clearly uncomfortable, Rachel narrows her eyes playfully. "All right, I'll guess. Is it Leon? He's quite handsome after all." Abel Vaughn quickly shakes her head. "No, it's not him at all." Rachel, looking surprised, tilts her head. "Well, that's weird. If it's not Leon, then who could it be?" "Wait." Her eyes light up. "Could it be that special student from the fight?" Abel Vaughn's eyes widen in shock. Rachel, grinning from ear to ear, practically jumps in excitement. "Bingo! I knew it!" She laughs, clearly pleased with herself. "I'm really good at this. It was fun catching you like that." Before Abel Vaughn can protest, Rachel grabs her hand and pulls her up. "Come on, let's go." Abel Vaughn tries to resist. "What are you doing? Where are you taking me?" With a teasing smile, Rachel replies, "Let's go to the tiger class." The two girls burst into the tiger class, drawing attention from everyone present. Rachel makes her presence known immediately, her voice ringing out, "We're looking for the black-haired boy." The students snap their heads toward her, jaws practically on the floor. Whispers ripple through the room. One guy leans over to his buddy and mutters, "Wow, it's Rachel from the hero class." Another girl nudges her friend. "Is that really Abel Vaughn with her? What's going on?" A guy further back practically chokes on his drink. "Holy crap! Abel Vaughn too?" Unfazed, Rachel marches right into the center of the class, hands on her hips like she owns the place. "All right, people, we're on a mission here. Where's the black-haired boy? You know who I mean?" One student speaks up, waving a hand dismissively. "Excuse me, I don't care how high your status is, but standing on someone's desk? That's a bit much, don't you think?" Rachel, ever the queen of sass, shoots him a playful smirk. What, you don't think I look good up here? Look again. She strikes a pose as if she's on a runway. The guy's face goes beet red and he stammers, no, yes. Yeah, you look amazing. Abel Vaughn, standing to the side, palms her face in sheer disbelief. What am I even doing here? Some of the other girls in the class start whispering amongst themselves. You gotta admit, Rachel does look stunning. Rachel, all smug, grins as she scans the room. Her eyes lock onto a familiar figure, Kang Guillaume, slumped over his desk, asleep, like he couldn't care less about the chaos happening around him. She raises an eyebrow, thinking, is that his girlfriend? She glances at the girl sitting nearby, giving Kang Guillaume that loving gaze. But then Rachel shrugs. Whatever. Who cares? With a mischievous grin, she leans down close to Kang Guillaume and whispers in his ear, Hey, sleepyhead, rise and shine. Kang Guillaume stirs awake, blinking groggily as he lifts his head. He's immediately hit with a wave of confusion. What's going on? His eyes land on Rachel, who's grinning down at him like the cat that caught the canary. Oh, did I wake you up? Rachel teases, her tone innocent, but her expression anything but. Your name's Kang Guillaume, right? Still half asleep, Kang Guillaume looks around, confused. Yeah, I guess. Rachel straightens up, placing her hands on her hips. I wasn't told much about you, but after seeing that fight in the subspace yesterday, I just had to meet the guy who sliced through Nock's auditor like a sushi chef. She gives him a wink. Kang Guillaume, now fully awake, is still processing. Wait, Rachel's here? His intuition is on high alert. Something feels off about this. Before Kang Guillaume can reply, Rachel continues, her teasing in full force. You're staring pretty hard at me. What's up? Are you some kind of perv? Kang Guillaume's brain screeches to a halt. What the hell is this? His instincts scream at him. Dangerous. Super dangerous. Suddenly, Chloe steps in like a whirlwind, grabbing Rachel's hand in a flash. Her eyes burn with pure, unfiltered rage. Who the hell are you, and what do you think you're doing? The tension in the room skyrockets as Chloe's killing intent floods the space, the temperature seeming to drop by several degrees. It's clear from her expression that, if provoked, she might just rip Rachel apart right here and now. Rachel, still grinning, remains unfazed, but the class is dead silent, frozen in the tension. Both Abel Vaughn and Kang Guillaume are staring, eyes wide, wondering what's going to happen next. And just like that, bam! The chapter ends on a cliffhanger.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it and want to see the next parts, make sure to drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.